What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Larry's in the house. Bullish. Larry's jumping in. Said, what happened to the website? What website, buddy? Rugged, what's going on? What is going on, guys? Make sure you guys slap those likes. Let's jump right into this, guys. Let's just jump right into this. The NFK website is up, bro. Rugg said we're slow at work. He can listen. So let's just do this. Let's jump right into this. What is going on, guys? Hope you guys had a great Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great day. Let's check out the markets. Let's check out top stories right now. Everybody knows what's going on. XRP is absolutely ripping right now. Obviously, you know, they just finalized the case, sealed it in the coffin, and finally beat the SEC, right? Isn't that great? So right now, XRP is technically up about 20%. It is actually having a little bit of a cool off. You can see that we ran up to about 64 cents. Excuse me. I was drinking a White Claw. This thing is giving me like freaking burping like crazy. Excuse me. Yeah, so XRP, almost 65 cents. It did get rejected, sitting at around 61 cents. Up technically right now about 21 cents. Right now, XRP is going to be very volatile, right? Be careful if you guys are thinking about jumping in on XRP right now. You know, you're going to be jumping in on a 20% pump right now. Remember that. So now I'm not saying that, you know, this thing could continue to move, but you have to remember in the last day, if you think about it, yesterday was up, or technically from yesterday to today, it is up 30% as of the high. Right now, technically sitting at around 24, almost 25% for right now. So, you know, right now it doesn't look bad, but you can see, let's zoom in on the 5 minute for XRP. You can see this thing is just up and down right now. Looks like it made a double top already, somewhere around that 64 cents. So I would just be very cautious, guys. I don't think that, you know, it's going to come crashing down, but XRP likes to sit around that 50 cent mark, right? Loves to sit around that 50 cent mark. Definitely could come right back to 50 cents here in the next few days. So be very cautious buying at a top right now. Unfortunately for these projects, you should be buying in before the news hits, right? You had ample time just a few days ago to jump in at around 43 cents. And obviously you can see that would have been a beautiful move for XRP. So we'll jump into the news for XRP, but what's going on with the market? You know, for today, and I'm going to lead into XRP as well, but for today, obviously we saw a nice retracement in the whole market. Bitcoin jumped up to about 57.7 as of today and has retraced back down towards around 54.5. You know, when XRP news came out, I was like, I wonder if this is going to carry the market. You know, and I was thinking, I wonder if this is going to carry the market. And then I'm thinking, you know, when remember when the case, like, when they won, you know, in court, this was probably like 4 or 5 months ago. It's probably even been longer. It's probably been 6 months. I don't even remember anymore. But when they won, XRP freaking shot up like crazy, right? And it actually was moving the market at the time. But it was short-lived, right? It was short-lived. And I'm anticipating that this pump right now that we have for XRP is most likely going to be short-lived. Now, where's it going to retrace to? It probably will be higher than 50 cents whenever when the dust clears. But is this going to be a market mover? I honestly do not think it's going to be a market mover whatsoever. I do not think whatsoever. And the reason is because if, let's say, Bitcoin, the market today was pumping like crazy, I think it would be an add-on, right? And it would definitely help the market continue to move up. But the fact that right now, the market is, you know, not doing the best, you know, XRP is going to have that light in the sun. It's going to do really well. This is coming off of, you know, fresh, hot off the press news. But I think when everything kind of clears up, you know how people, all of us are with crypto. After a day or two, it's old news. People are going to be selling off most likely, whoever's still left in XRP. So I think this is going to be kind of a short-term kind of a, euphoria. But most likely in the next few weeks, if the markets do not turn around and we do not continue to move up, it's going to be just something that happened a few days ago, a few weeks ago. Long-term, definitely good for XRP, right? Definitely good for XRP, not only for XRP, but for the crypto space, right? This really shows the SEC Gary Gensler particularly, that you can sit here and have a vendetta against crypto, you better bring a good case, right? Or you can go after those little projects or those little exchanges, but when you actually come after the big dogs like XRP or any of these big projects that have billions of dollars worth of money, you better bring your case. You better bring it. Come correct, right? Or we're gonna embarrass you, and that's pretty much what XRP has done to the SEC, technically. So with that being said, guys, I don't think that it's going to be a very big mover. I really don't think it's going to be a big mover. I do think that if you were able to jump in on XRP earlier today, right, get in before the news, you obviously are up, 20%. Hopefully, you're taking your profits and maybe catching this when it probably most likely comes back down. I'm expecting it to at least after the smoke clears, in the next day or two, possibly tonight, probably tomorrow. You'll see probably us come back and retrace and most likely, hopefully, find support at this 200-day moving average, which is somewhere around the 54, 55 cents. If that can happen, that'll still be very bullish for XRP. Very bullish because you can see XRP has been struggling to be above its 200-day moving average as of right now. So, you're always going to have, when something like this big happens to a project, whether it be through the courts or they just, signed a partner deal with freaking you name it, right? You're going to see the euphoria come, right? You're going to see the people piling in after the fact, right? All these people are XRP right now. XRP, I told you XRP, right? And a lot of these people that already kind of knew it was coming, or maybe they just got the whim and they bought in somewhere down here, they're up 20, 30, 40, 50% right now. They're going to be taking profits, right? And it's most likely going to retrace at some point somewhere, and I'm thinking most likely the first spot that we're going to have some solid support is going to be at this 200-day moving average, which is somewhere around this 54, 55 cents. So we'll see how it goes with XRP. But if you guys are in XRP, I honestly don't think XRP is a bad project at all. I've been telling you guys this for the last year that I think XRP is a sleeper, right? One of those projects like ADA, where I'm not really, I am invested in ADA. I've held on to ADA. ADA's probably been my longest holding. I just bought in a bunch and just left it there back in 2020. But, I feel like those two projects, ADA and XRP, are like sleepers where just out of nowhere, they're going to shoot up. And, XRP, I said, I wouldn't be surprised in the thick of the bull run, we see like a $2, $3, maybe even somewhere around a $4. No, that's too high. Let me take that back. I would say for XRP, and the thick of the bull run, probably around, I'm trying to think of what my what my predictions were, but I would say probably around $2, maybe $3. Maybe $3 for XRP. You got to remember, the market cap for XRP right now is, this thing's up to almost $30 billion. Almost $30 billion. So it's up there, right? It's up there. So for this to move up, up to $5, that would be literally a 10x from where it's at right now. Almost. About a 10x, 9x. You're talking about 9 times 30. That's literally $270 billion, right? So that's a very, very big market cap. Can it do that? Of course it can. It's going to take a lot of time, I think, and it's going to take the market to really be flourishing and Bitcoin to be, at some high numbers, in my opinion. So, or I remember saying this, or something big happens with XRP and they become like a currency for a country or something crazy, right? Something crazy. So, but right now, Bitcoin has been sitting at around 54,000 right now, 600, nothing too crazy, kind of looking like we want to retrace. Next spot for some support for XRP is all I'm thinking about right now. The next spot for Bitcoin is going to be around that 53,600 area, somewhere around there would be some support if we can hold. One thing I will say, and remember, we had a poll yesterday. Was this a breakout or was this a fake out? You guys, you can see, I'm not saying that it was a fake out necessarily yet, but if we do start breaking down to some of these levels down here, I'm going to start, like I said yesterday, I would lean towards most likely a fake out as of right now. We'll go into a couple things, but a couple fishy things are going on in the markets, guys, and the stock market. You notice how Friday, Monday, it was devastation in the markets, right? Japan, everything was crashing. And then isn't it weird how the following day, everything starts to retrace just out of nowhere, right? And remember what I was telling you guys yesterday. I said, listen, nothing has changed from what was causing all that FUD, what was causing all that pain in the market. Nothing's changed, right? The markets have retraced a little bit towards the upside, but everything that was said, everything that's been done with Japan, with a lot of things that are going on with the Middle East, with the possible flare up with Iran and Israel, all that stuff is still there, right? So when you guys were asking, and when I was asking you, is this a fake out or a breakout? I was saying, I could say this is possibly some kind of a fake out. And all that economic stuff, all the macro stuff, all that stuff is still looming in the background, right? It's still looming in the background. We just basically push it to the side, and we're trying to get past, that little big, or that big drop that we saw. But what I'm saying is a little fishy is, what's going on, Manny? What I'm saying is a little fishy is with Japan. Remember, we have elections coming up in less than 90 days right now. Less than 90 days. Do you think that this current administration wants to go into into the election with the markets crashed or crashing? Think about this. I want you guys to really think about this. Do you think that Biden and Harris want to go into the election with the markets crashing? I would like to say no, right? I would like to think no. So don't you think that they're willing to do pretty much anything to put a Band-Aid on whatever's going on that's causing the markets to crash? I wouldn't be surprised if Japan got a nice little call from the States and said, we'll do anything right now to pacify whatever's going on in Japan, right? From what I'm hearing, this isn't me just speculating. From what I'm hearing is that they possibly called Japan, and we're paying for their interest right now because Japan was basically in debt so bad with just interest from their debt that they were needing to raise interest rates. Well, Japan said, hold on, after the market started crashing the following day, why we saw the markets bouncing back up, Japan announced that they were going to pause the increase in interest rates. And that's why you saw everything kind of, like, you saw this big storm forming, and then the next day it just kind of cleared up. The sky was blue again, right? Something's not right, guys. I'm telling you, something's boiling out there. It's not right. And we're in an election. We're in an election in the States, and you know that these people will do anything to not give up that power. And I'm talking about on both sides, right? I'm just saying the current administration, right now, even if it was, let's say it was Trump that was in office, he would be doing anything he can. I think he's a little bit more business savvy than the other two people that are in office right now. But he would be doing anything in his power to try to clear up what's going on or fix whatever the problem is before he was getting into into this election. Because regardless of whoever's in office, if there's a market crash, it reflects poorly on whoever is in office that's trying to run again. So why am I bringing this up? Because I want you guys to understand that we're definitely not out of the woods yet for anything right now in the markets. We are not out of the woods whatsoever. So don't get faked out thinking that everything is all cheery after a freaking day, right? Of all this, the world was ending just a few days ago in the stock markets and the crypto, and then in just a day everything clears up. Something is not right. I'm telling you guys. I've been telling you guys for a while that we were going to see some dips, and I still do think that even if they put a Band-Aid on it for right now, for the next few months for us to get past this election, it's going to come back. And it's going to be even worse of whatever the hell is going on worldwide for the economies. I'm telling you, it's boiling up today, all over, everywhere. All I'm seeing is these major billion-dollar companies are laying off massive people again. How many times have we heard and seen this in the headlines? Amazon. Now it's Intel and Google. And there was like a list of all these major companies, and it's like they all are in the same meeting, and they're like, all right, this week is when we're doing it, and they all do it together pretty much. And I mean, they do it by the thousands, right? Remember, unemployment just hit 4.3%. That's probably not even the correct number. Another thing that this administration keeps doing is when numbers get released, they're sugar-coated and then 2 weeks later they slide out while everybody's not looking, a revised number, and it's usually far worse than we saw whenever the numbers were actually released. You know, I'm not here to sit here and get political or bash anything, but I'm just telling you guys, whatever is going on right now, for the forces that be right now that are in that White House, they're not telling us exactly what's going on with our economy. They're not telling us what's going on with the world economy. They're band-aiding everything up right now to get past this election. And you know a Band-Aid's only going to hold on for so long, right? And then it's going to get far worse, guys. So with that being said, guys, just be cautious out there. You know, don't get ran up on euphoria thinking just because XRP today is looking great, which it is, right? They won the case. I think it's fantastic. I think it's very bullish for XRP long term. Very bullish, I think, for XRP. They can finally put this behind them. You know, for the most part, we're going to read the article. I don't even know exactly. I know they got fined, but it was something, you know, it's pretty much like, yeah, you won, but we're still going to fine you kind of thing is what it sounded like. But what I'm getting to is, don't just go FOMOing in right now on something, especially XRP that's up 20% for right now. It's actually up, you know, 30% in the last day. So be cautious out there, because I'm still not confident that everything is all rosy and everything's back up to run, you know? So I'll get out of my rant, but I wanted to just, you know, kind of put that out there, guys, put that in the universe. Something's not right. And I'm telling you, something is not right, guys. So looking at the crypto bubbles right now, you guys can see we have a big mover. XRP is up over 20%, obviously. Dog with Hat was getting decimated the last few days. Is actually up 11.7%. We have SUI. We have HTX, and then XLM Stellar. I haven't friggin' even seen that project in so long. Is actually up 10% today. And then we have Fast Token. Never heard of it. But for the majority of the market for today and the day is in the red. And that kind of just puts us right back. Weekly, we're still in the red, guys. Deep in the red for a lot of these projects. I mean, some of these projects are down over 30% right now for your favorite projects. For the month, you know, still looking kind of bad, but you do see some projects like XRP is up almost 40%. Helium, 45%. Arweave, XLM, Jupiter is up 8%, but majority of the market is technically still in the red, guys. Still in the red. Like I said, we are 100% not out of the woods at all yet. So, and another thing too with Bitcoin is we ran up, hit our head at that 57.7, right? We haven't even come back up to retest it. We ran up, hit that, and then we pretty much have dropped down, you know, and we broke a support level that we didn't even try to even test right here at the 56.6. And now we're kind of retesting this 55 area, you know, and that is a big spot for some support. Hopefully we'll hold it. If we don't hold this 55, mark my words that we are coming back down to at least this 53.5 for Bitcoin, 53.6 to be exact for Bitcoin. And you better believe that alts are going to follow behind if Bitcoin does start dropping back down to some of these levels. So NFK to the moon, my boy Troy. Manny, I said what's up, but I'll say what's up to you again, brother. What is going on? Amor said, I've been trying since last year, bro. Haven't bought anything. Been waiting for this summer prices and just waiting for it. Let's see here. Waiting for it to drop back down. I'm going all in. Mog and call. Got enough ladies. Nice. Hell yeah. I mean, the only thing I will say, Amor, and I saw you put this in the Discord, is, you know, remember we're always talking about diversifying, right? And I'm not criticizing your bag whatsoever, but I see it's 100% meme coins. That's the only. It's 100% meme coins, right? So I don't know if maybe, like, I would maybe, like, out of all your 5 whatever meme coins you have, maybe look to see if you can get one solid big cap project that maybe is fundamental, right? So you can have a little bit more stability, because, you know, meme coins, obviously they will always have that dramatic move either up to the top or to the bottom, right? But if you can have some solid, like a solid big cap project, it'll give you that stability to where if we are down in the market, you won't see those 40 or 50% dips in your portfolio, because holding nothing but meme coins, you're going to see stuff like that here and there, right? You know the dips are inevitable, right? You know that the gains are inevitable, right? You know it's it's a win. It's like a win kind of lose kind of situation with the meme coins, as far as, you want to see those major gains, but at the same time, it hurts when we're down, because you're going to be seeing your portfolio, hit even harder than, let's say if you were holding Bitcoin or, another big, big cap project that's a little bit more stable. That's the only thing that I would say out of that bag. Zipping some White Claw. Let's jump right into this, guys. Let's actually look at real quick. Let's see. I haven't even looked at this. We're up 43. Holy shit. We've jumped up. Remember 2 days ago we were at 31. Now we're up to 43 in the neutral stage. That's a big jump. The markets they're out there, guys. The markets are out there. Remember, we went all the way from 61 down to like 33. And now a day later, we're at 43. Like, those are some big swings as far as confidence, fear, and greed in the markets. So, definitely it's a hell of a time to be alive right now. So, judge fines Ripple $125 million, bans future security laws violations in long-term running SEC case. So the federal judge imposed a $125 million fine on Ripple after finding last year that its institutional sales of XRP violated federal security laws. The judge reiterated her view that Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP to retail clients through exchanges did not violate federal security laws. A federal judge ordered Ripple to pay $125 million in civil penalties and imposed an injunction against future security law violations on Wednesday. So District Judge Ms. Torres of the Southern District of New York imposed the fine after finding that 1,278 institutional sales transactions by Ripple violated security laws, leading to the fine of the $125.035 million fine is well below the $1 billion in disgorgement and prejudgment interest and $900 million in civil penalties the SEC sought. See, they were trying to put them down with a $1 billion fee. Gary Gensler, bro. Remember, Trump gets in office. He said day one he's firing Gary Gensler. So Wednesday's order on remedies follows the judge's July 2023 ruling in case itself, finding that Ripple violated federal security laws through its direct sale of XRP to institutional clients though she also ruled that Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP to retail clients through exchanges did not violate any security laws. The SEC tried unsuccessfully to appeal that portion of ruling while the case was ongoing. Judge Torres also banned Ripple from future violations of federal security laws on Wednesday, saying that while she isn't making a judgment that Ripple has violated any laws after the SEC filed its lawsuit, the company may well cross the line in section referring to the Ripple's on-demand liquidity offerings. Rather, the court's findings that Ripple's willingness to push the boundaries of the order, let's see here, exceeds a likelihood that it will eventually, if it has not already, cross the line. You know what's crazy? So Ripple, they technically, I guess people are saying Ripple won, right? It sounds like they didn't. It sounds like they keep saying that Ripple crossed the line, right? It's like, did they cross the line and break any laws? They're not really specifying exactly, it's either you broke the law or you didn't, right? It's almost like there's a gray area with this stuff, and they're pretty much saying, listen, we're not gonna entertain what the SEC was going for $900 million for fines, right? We're not gonna entertain that, but you are gonna pay $125 million in fines, right? We're not gonna stop you from continue to operate as a crypto, but if you cross this line again, we're shutting you down. It's pretty much what they're saying, right? So I guess you can take that with a grain of salt. Did XRP actually win its case? I guess you could say yes, it did win its case, because it's basically walking out of court today, still being able to operate, right? Paying a fine, which $125 million to a project that's worth almost $30 billion is a slap on the wrist, right? Is a slap on the wrist. and they'll continue to move. I guess this kind of just paves the way for a lot of future projects that, how Ripple operated in this way as far as, being able to generate funds is technically considered a security, if you don't have, the time and the money and, to pay for this kind of a trial, you probably shouldn't be doing what Ripple did, is pretty much what it sounds like. So let's see here. The SEC and Ripple settled charges tied to CEO Brad Garling's and other executives after that interrogatory appeal was denied. So obviously, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but a few months ago they basically put an appeal to pretty much just get it all thrown out, and the judge said, "No, we're gonna go through this, right? We're gonna basically, you guys are gonna present your case." And they didn't basically, they let everything go through. It's pretty much how it works. So, but at least it did favor an XRP's way, their side. But at the same time, it seems like it just kind of landed in this gray area where they, like I said, they let them go with a small fee. But it's like, it seems like if this might have been a different judge, it probably would have gone in the favor of the SEC is what it sounded like, in my opinion. So. Amor said, "I'll add Solana then." There you go. Hernandez said, "Is this a good time to buy Milady?" Let's pull Milady up right now. I mean, honestly, Hernandez, without giving out any financial advice, I would say right now isn't a terrible time to buy Milady, right? Right now, Milady's market cap is probably somewhere around $60-70 million, I would imagine. $62 million. So, I mean, that's a freaking small-ass market cap. If we can bounce off of this, or, if you can hold long-term, I think this would be probably a decent time to start dollar cost average again, right? You already know what I always say for myself. When I'm interested or I'm buying in a project, especially when we're in a dip, I usually don't just start off, unless it's some crazy dip like we saw the other day. In that situation, I will usually wait, have patience to try to find that bottom, and I'll buy in a big chunk, right? But a day like today, they are down. They're definitely down. If you look at it for the month, they're down about 13% right now. So I would say dollar cost averaging in, and especially if we continue to have some kind of a move towards the downside, right? Because remember, I still believe we're not out of this yet. We're not out of the woods yet for the whole market. Right now, dollar cost averaging in wouldn't be a terrible time, slowly but surely just accumulating. And this goes for any of your projects that you're bullish in. BP said, "Let's go, gang. We're here live. Let's go." BP was in the Discord screaming XRP to the moon, guys. My boy was screaming XRP to the moon. XRP won, and BP was like, came in. He's like, I told you. What'd you say? I'm calling you out, BP. BP said that XRP is going to be in the top three per market cap. So he said that he's saying XRP is going to knock out Tether, BNB, and Solana out of the top. I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen whatsoever. I mean, it's definitely, it's not far per market cap to get up there. So it's definitely not far to get up there, but we'll see how that goes, bro. Anything else moving in the market today? Not really. Everything else is pretty much in the red for today. Let's jump into another headline. So Eric Trump, son of former president, hints at a major crypto announcement. What the hell do they got going on? So Eric Trump, son of former U.S. President Donald Trump, has hinted a significant announcement related to cryptocurrency. On Wednesday, Eric took to social media platform X. I like to call it Twitter, but I'm old school. To share his newfound passion for cryptocurrency and decentralized finance, DeFi, urging the followers to stay tuned for a big announcement. I have truly fallen in love with crypto, DeFi. Stay tuned for a big announcement. Let's see here. He wrote on X. You know what scares me, though? Is he said he's in love with crypto and DeFi. We kind of want these people to not know anything about DeFi so we can kind of fly under the radar. Like with DeFi. When these big wigs start talking about DeFi, that means that when shit gets regulated, they're coming for DeFi. So you better be ready. Owen said price prediction for Myro. I got you, brother. Hold on 1 second here. So Don Trump also shows support for crypto. His brother Don Jr. also echoed his sentiment, suggesting that big things are on the horizon, referring to crypto as the future. Holy shit, that'd be awesome, bro. Like I said, I don't at this point. If freaking Kamala Harris was talking like this, I'd be like, all right, I'd be like, okay, even though she's part of the administration that just got, they're that were just attacking the XRP. You know that, right? Like they're all in the same party, all of them. Gary Gensler, Harris, Biden, they're all over there doing the same thing. Biden is the boss. Well, who knows who the boss is over there, but they're all on the same team over there. So I don't know if she said some stuff like that. It'd kind of be a little bit questionable, like looking at her like, that dog that's like looking like, ain't you the one that's been attacking crypto? So I quote, Don Jr. said, we're about to shake up the crypto world with something huge. Decentralized finance is the future. Don't get left behind. However, they have not provided further details or specified in their plans involved Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency's frequent mention by their father. Let's see here. During the Bitcoin conference, we already know all that stuff. And we already know everything that Trump has said. So maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check. That's hilarious. Yeah, we already know what Trump said about, as far as in the conference and all that good stuff. So we don't even need to get back into that. Last time we were talking politics, we had a couple people getting fired up in here. We don't need any of that stuff today. Someone was asking me about Myro. Let's pull up Myro. Let's see here. So Myro is sitting at around 8 cents right now, Owen. You guys do know I'm pretty bullish on Myro. I really am. Myro dropped down to about 6 cents, and I was kind of pissed because I felt like I missed the boat. But maybe I didn't. We'll see how it goes. I will tell you, I did drop the bar for myself as far as buying in on Myro. If we do break below or anywhere around this 5 cents, 2 cents, I am going to be buying in. He's asking me, what is my price prediction for Myro? Well, I'm going to keep it real simple with you, bro. Real simple. Let me pull up. I truly do believe that when this market picks back up and we're in the thick of altcoin season, I truly believe that Myro will probably exceed $1. Why am I thinking that? Because Myro right now, its circulating supply is 944 million Myro, right? All Myro needs to do is get to $1 billion. And actually, if it got to $1 billion, it would be over $1. So I do truly think that Myro could probably get to a few $1 billion market cap, which would mean maybe $1 to $3 per Myro. I do think that can happen. So right now, Myro being at 8 cents is definitely a good buy in my opinion. Obviously, for myself, I said I'm waiting until we can maybe get down to that 5 cent mark. That's where I previously bought in on, and I did sell somewhere around 37 cents. So if I can get back in on Myro around 5 cents, definitely would take advantage of it. Obviously, Myro Solana-based token, trading on a lot of major exchanges as far as also in DeFi. So definitely check out Myro. Market cap's only at $76 million. Milady is a little bit lower than Myro, but I do think that Myro is going to do really well as well. So what's going on, old? What is going on, brother? So, but yeah, guys, as far as that, with the news, we're good to go on the news. I still do think, like I said, Solana, where's Solana at right now? Oh, not Solana, but Solana's sitting at 144, but I really meant to say, where is XRP right now? You notice how XRP has really just been fluctuating between 60 cents and like 61. It is literally fluctuating right now. Like there's just a massive battle going on with people that bought in back here and people that are just finding out about XRP and all that stuff and really just trying to eat this dip up. Or I'm sorry, take advantage of this news. Not a dip whatsoever. Me personally, I told you guys, I don't want you to think that I'm bashing it, but I would be very cautious buying in right now. Now, I know we say that, and tomorrow XRP could be up to, a freaking $1, right? But you have to remember, the traditional market right now is struggling. We're still struggling. Bitcoin, 55K. We keep running up to about 55.1, 55.2 and getting rejected. Usually that's a sign that Bitcoin is not done dumping. It's just a sign, guys. Don't crucify me. But with that being said, you have something like XRP, good news coming out, but it's going to eventually get paralleled right back into the market. So let's say Bitcoin tomorrow, the next few days is down 54, 53, 52,000. XRP is going to start being weighed down. So I don't care if this thing tomorrow is up 80 cents, 90 cents. It's going to eventually come back to reality if Bitcoin and the rest of the market is being is down, right? It's going to be, XRP is going to be held down, unfortunately. And then also, if you really look back, man, this freaking I don't drink these damn White Claws. Them shits are giving me like, because it's so freaking carbonated. I'm like, this shit is making me like burp like crazy. Let's go back to the XRP case when it first initially came out. This is 2021. This was the XRP case right here. This was back in 2023. So damn, it's been a year. Holy crap, it has. So remember, this was obviously, we were just getting out of a, kind of getting out of a bear market. We still technically were in a bear market when this happened. So you got to also take that in consideration. But what I'm trying to show you guys is, look, the news broke out about XRP winning its case. This was initially the first time, right? Boom. XRP ran up to 94, 93, almost 94 cents, right? But this thing came right back down. It actually went down to 42 cents, not too long after that, a few months later, right? It wasn't an overnight thing, but it slowly bled right back out. Now, yes, we were technically still getting out of a bear market. The markets weren't doing good at all, right? XRP just got that euphoria because it won the case. This was something, and at that time, this was even a bigger deal because everybody was waiting for this case to happen, right? We didn't think it was going to ever finish in our lifetime. All you heard from 2021, 2022, or whenever the hell the case started, I think the case was about 2 years, right? So it was like the end of 2021, 2022 is when it begun. But all you heard for a solid year and a half, 2 years, was that they were beating the SEC. And when this case broke, it was going to make the whole crypto market go up. But people were talking about XRP going to freaking $500, like something crazy, So when this thing actually broke, when the news broke and we found out that XRP actually had beat them for the first time, XRP went from 47 cents in a day up to 93, almost 94 cents, right? Awesome. It's great. But you know how people are in crypto. We all have ADD, right? And it's good news, right? That's all great. But as the days go on, as the weeks go on, people get bored, right? And they just move on. And a lot of people got upset because they were anticipating that XRP was going to $5, right? That was like the big number that everybody was talking about, $5 XRP, right? And it never did that. It didn't even break $1. So you had a lot of people, I don't know if you guys remember, what was that, like a year ago, 8 months ago, somewhere around there, everybody was like, screw XRP. Everybody was just done with XRP, calling it a stable coin because it was sitting at like 50 cents, And what I'm getting to, guys, is that today is a great day. It is a great day. Look at this pump compared to what we have right now. Now, do you think that this thing is going to continue to move up? It could. It very well could. Tomorrow, like I said, we could wake up and XRP is right back at knocking on $1's door. But the way the markets are looking, stuff like that, I really just don't think that, XRP, I think the gas for this euphoria right now for XRP is going to dwindle out here soon. And you're probably going to see XRP kind of come right back down to where we pretty much are used to seeing XRP, and that's around that 50 cent level. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm only bringing this up, guys, because you guys need to be cautious out there. Do what you got to do, not financial advice, but I would be very cautious buying in right now while it's up 30% in the last day. So, but definitely good news as far as for the crypto market. Definitely good news. Looking to see what else is moving right now. So we have Popcat up 25%. XRP obviously is up about 20, Popcat's up 23. XRP's up 20%. Dog with hats up about 12%. Stellar, we already called this. Sui, looks like Bitcoin SV is up 2%. But you see how like we have the first like 3 or 4, they're up 20, then 10%, and then it just drops down to everything's at like maybe 1% up, and majority of the projects are in the red right now. Obviously, given what we're seeing for today, not like a big sell-off or anything like that, but just, not really a big mover for today. Old said there's some news of Caspa having a Kraken future listing. Hell yeah. It's not bad. I feel like right now we're in the time. I don't know if you guys remember when we were in a bear market, if you guys were around in the last bear market, we would get some freaking bullish news, right? We would get some straight up bullish news, like something crazy. Like I remember El Salvador, not a big country, right? But El Salvador ended up dumping the dollar and took on back their currency 100% by Bitcoin, right? And you would think, all right, it's not an enormous country, but damn, like a country actually did that, right? And you think that's so. The markets didn't even move that day, like because we were in a bear market at the time, right? And it was just like, yeah, like Bitcoin might have gone up slightly, but it was like the next day you wouldn't even have seen it on the map if you didn't know what the hell happened, right? And I feel like we're kind of in that time right now where even if we get some bullish news, some good news right now, it's just I think a lot of people are still sitting on the sidelines, kind of worried because, like I said, we have all this stuff looming in the background that all caused all this big downward move in the last week. It's all still there, right? It's all still there. Nothing's changed. It's just kind of we pushed everything to the side. And the markets, even the stock markets, are just trying to get back up and running, and I really do think that if we don't get to certain levels for Bitcoin, as far as, some of these levels, at least breaking the 200-day moving average and finding support in the next week or two, I truly do believe that we're going to continue to move down. I really do. I really do think that. So, I hate to be the big bear around here, but I'm just trying to be the realist, and use logic. I don't want to use emotion or just because I want to see the markets go up, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm telling you, honestly what I think is going on with the markets right now. I don't know how you guys drink this stuff. This White Claw, I don't know. I just can't do it. Not my cup of tea. Get it? Tea? I was going to get myself some Twisted Tea today, and I was like, I didn't feel like stopping at the store. And now look at this. I'm paying the price. Paying the price for it. Jojo said, a lot of us found you when Milady's were at these levels. You think? Nah, it was like, well, yeah, I guess it was. My boy just hit me with a fun fact. I guess you are correct. I will tell you, so like I started the channel, ladies, we were back here, right? We were way back here. This was in, when did I start the channel? Let's see, 2020. I started the channel 2022, right? 2022. I believe it was 2022. I don't really remember anymore when the exact day I started it, but I feel like I started back here, somewhere well back here for Milady, or I might have already been streaming, but I, caught on to. Oh yeah, I probably was already streaming, but I caught on to Milady, and I built my channel off. We were covering Milady like crazy when we first started. You are correct. But if you look at the levels where we're at right now, technically the levels, I know you feel like we're down so much, but bro, Jojo, we came from down here, bro. If you can see, you see the dotted line way up here? This is the price that we're at right now. When we were all on Milady, before it went crazy, was back here, technically. Because remember, this was the first pump, and this is when my channel like really blew up, was when Milady started blowing up right here. That's when the channel really started to get traction. Crap, I've been looking at it lately. I'm like, damn, I might need to switch some stuff up, or I need to come out and start doing dances or something for you guys, because we were having hundreds of people in here. Now it's, not that I still love all my day ones, but I was thinking, is it because the market's down or what? But like the views and stuff like that have been like struggling in the last like few months. I don't know what it is, but I told you guys, no matter what, I'm not going to give up whatsoever, and I always will be here, for you guys, for the channel, whatever the case is. So, but if you really think about it, Jojo, the price for Milady right now, if you look back just a year ago, Milady is technically up a considerable amount. Let's pull up the yearly. Let me see what she has here. So if we look at for the year, yeah, look at that, Jojo. For the year. So if you go back a whole year from now, last year at the same time, we were down. We've gone up over 232%. That shows you, like, when we were in a bear market and we were covering this, and this is when I was telling everybody, I was like, who gives a shit what the charts are doing right now? Milady's market cap was at like freaking what? $20 million, I think, when we first started covering Milady. Something like crazy low. I was like, dude, this thing is such a small market cap. This has nowhere to go but up. I remember saying that. I was like, it has nowhere to go but up. So Khalil always comes in here and throws it in our face. He said he got into Milady when it was at 7 zeros and 3. All right, bro. No one likes to show off, bro. I'm just messing with you, man. I always tell you, bro, that's awesome. Amor said he's been riding since last summer. Hell yeah. Flip's in the house. He says he's late, but no worries. Excuse me. Twan's in the house. What's going on, brother? Twan's asking, are we still getting a rate cut this September? You better believe it, bro. A lot of people actually been covering. A lot of people have been saying that we might end up getting an emergency meeting. This was as of Monday when the markets were crashing. And, I was just talking about this at the beginning of the stream, and I want you guys to really focus on what I'm saying here, guys. There's a lot of doomsday YouTubers out there, and honestly, you got to put your tinfoil hat on, but you got to take some of their shit that they say with a grain of, with some truth behind it. As far as, like, right now, if you look at the headlines that aren't really all across the main headlines, but they're out there, a lot of these big billion-dollar companies are starting layoffs all over again. A lot of these major companies are filing for bankruptcy. A lot of restaurants have all gone under, right? Your favorite restaurants that are like franchise are going under, right? What I'm getting to is I think unemployment is higher than 4.3%. And I think that when the numbers really come out, even next unemployment numbers, I think it's going to continue to move up. And what I'm getting to is I think this is going to force the feds to really start pivoting faster than we were anticipating, right? So the question isn't, do you think that they're still on track to do a reduction in interest rates in September? Of course. I think the question is are they still on track to do a 0.25%? And I think, remember, I was saying 0.25% for the last 8 months. September, 0.25%. Been calling it, right? Now, with everything that's been thrown at us in the last week or two that we've seen, especially the unemployment and Japan and just the economy, as of yesterday, all these massive layoffs that are going to be occurring, even more with these big tech companies and big billion-dollar companies, I'm thinking they're going to be forced, and I'm thinking that we're going to see a half or 7.5% deduction or reduction in interest rates is what I'm thinking. And that's a big move. But do you really think that if we see, let's say the Feds in September, which is technically in 41 days from now, do you think that if they reduced the interest rates by 0.75, do you think it's going to do anything? Like the economy? Nothing. It's not going to do anything to the economy. It's because it's a long-term effect. I think that they've unleashed the whirlwind on the economy, and I think that we're starting to see it unwind. And I'm thinking that as this year goes on, towards the end of the year, it's going to get rough out there as far as unemployment. Inflation hopefully continues to move down, right? Because that would be a freaking trifecta of a beast. If unemployment's going down, inflation, it starts trickling back up, stuff like that, and then we have, whatever the hell else is going on in the world, that would be some bad stuff for the end of this year. So, but I personally do think they're going to do at least a half to a 0.75, ease reduction on interest rates. And I think that it's going to be positive for the markets, but I don't think it's going to be a big mover. I really don't think it's going to be a big mover, for my opinion. I think we'll start seeing the effects of it as far as even on the markets as we get into 2025. you know. So the way things are looking, I know some people were asking me, a lot of people were asking me, you know, just a few months ago, like, hey, when are we going to see the top of the market? And I was like, you know what? This was probably 6 months ago. I was like, I think we're going to see the top of the market or getting towards the top towards the end of this year. Now, with everything that I do know, I think we're not going to see the top market until like mid next year is what I'm thinking. I really do. I do believe it. I do believe it, guys. I'm telling you. Old said, I hope we don't have to stock up on toilet paper again. I don't think we're going to do that anytime soon, bro. Pink Pearl, where have you been? You've been hiding in the shadows, haven't you? I know you're still around. I bought Milady at, I don't even know what is that? 780s. So I guess they're coming in and they're all Khalil and Pink are coming in here to rub it in our faces that they bought in Milady at very cheap prices. Woohoo. Good job. I'm just messing with you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Someone asked in the chat, he was asking Khalil, do you think Milady would ever pass all-time highs again in the cycle? I do. Yeah, same, just like he said, I do believe it. Honestly. But we gotta get this market back up and running. And I feel like before this market, you know, really starts to rebound, I'm telling you guys, I have not been bearish. You guys know I haven't been bearish whatsoever for the last year. But with the markets, the way it just looks, right? The feeling that I'm getting from this market, I still feel that we might have some more pain that we need to go through in the markets before we can actually see that big bounce and we get back up to euphoria and Bitcoin's, you know, finally exceeding that $100,000 mark, and Milady has finally, you know, broke 50x and all that good stuff, and you know, Solana's at $400 or $500 before we can get to that euphoria kind of that you know, altcoin season where everybody is just like, you can't tell it. Everybody's just got the biggest smile on their face because all their portfolios are in the green and anything that they buy just keeps moving up, right? That's the top of the market. That's when you're getting close to the market. It feels great, but on the back of your mind, if you've been around it, you know, any day now we're gonna start moving down, right? But that I still do think that that's gonna be coming in the markets. I still do believe that we have all-time highs still amongst us. I just told you guys, I feel like I pushed the goalposts a little bit farther back in regards to the time frame. I think that it's going to be a little bit farther down the road, in my opinion, right? Now, things can change. You know how crypto is. Things can change on a drop of a dime, and you know, tomorrow, next week, a month from now, we're, you know, at all-time highs, you know? So that's why it's always like, you know, we're just going off of speculation, off of what the markets are, how the markets are looking, how it feels out there, but anything can change, right? Anything can change. So Gina said, hello, I'm late. What do you mean you're late, Gina? Something you gotta tell us? What do you mean by that? Usually when a girl texts me that, I'm like, oh shit. I'm just kidding. Old said, I used to be at the top 500 holders of Milady. Really want this coin to do well. I sold 99% of it at $2,000 loss. Darn it. I'm really debating about buying back in. Bro, why the hell did you sell at a loss, bro? Why would you sell at a loss, dude? Tim said, hide the honey. We got bears on the loose. Short term, I'm short-term bearish, bro. Short-term, right? I'm short-term bearish, you know, and someone's got to be bearish out here because I feel like, you know, I shout out to like I Am George. I'm always talking about him. Shout out to I Am George because he's the one that you're going to go to that no matter what, he's going to give you that hopium, right? Even during the bear market, he even said, he was like, it's so freaking hard to come out here and just try to give you guys hopium. He's like, but I'm going to do it. You know, and I feel like that's what he's good at. It's just that hopium, even though, you know, when the markets, he can see the charts and it just doesn't look good, he's still going to be able to find the goodness of whatever is going on, you know, and the silver lining. And I still will do that as well. but I want to make sure that I'm 100% transparent on how I feel as far as the markets, right? So as far as, what I'm saying is I'm short-term bearish, but I still do believe that we have not got anywhere close to these all-time highs for pretty much any of our favorite projects. So Gina said, can you check Toncoin? And what do you think of Toncoin? I mean, what do I think of Toncoin? I think Toncoin is, I think the ecosystem is built up crazy good, right? We were talking about Ton when it dropped. Ton came out and was killing it, and it still technically is. If you really zoom out on Toncoin, you can see, obviously, it comes out and look at this explosion that it's had. Now, it has had a somewhat of a retracement as of now, but, you got to look at Toncoin is a layer 1, right? So you're going to look at Toncoin as like a Solana, right? It's native token off of an ecosystem, right? That's built off of an ecosystem that has a big diversity of DeFi built all over it. Not coin being their biggest meme coin, right? So with that being said, I don't know, 100% the fundamentals on Ton as far as like, how fast the transactions are or how many transactions can be, all that good stuff that a lot of us are familiar with Solana and Ethereum. But I do know that I've heard nothing but good things. And I do think that Toncoin, if it can survive, and continue to thrive and build, I do think that it's going to be, a bigger ecosystem in the DeFi realm, right? Is it going to take out, Solana? I don't think that's going to happen necessarily. Let's look at, let's see something here. So let's look at the 24-hour volume for DeFi right now. So 24-hour volume, and we're going per ecosystem. 24-hour volume for Solana, 1.65 billion. Ethereum, 1.55 billion. Arbitrum, 951 billion. Binance, 863 million. Did I say billion for Arbitrum? 951 million. Almost a billion. Binance is only at 800 million? What the hell? Arbitrum dethroned Binance. Base is another one. That's it's Coinbase's DeFi. This is another ecosystem that's competing with like Ton and all them. And you have Polygon, which has been in the shadows, only 150 million. Avalanche, 89 million. What I'm getting to is you see Ton, only $50 million right now, right? I don't think a lot of people are familiar with Ton particularly as far as right now. Now, that could be a good thing. Right now, it could be a good thing, like you're jumping in on Ton. Maybe could be a very early, as far as getting in a good position. Damn, that's right. Ton, I always forget that Ton is in the top 10, right? Top 10 as per market cap. So that is right. When this thing dropped, I watched it move up, climb the ladders fast. So, I mean, I think Ton is a solid project. Like I said, you can put it right there competing with a lot of these bigger ecosystems until it can really find and do what Solana's done as far as bringing in a lot of developers and people wanting to build on the ecosystem. It's going to be down there, in the top 20 as far as DeFi. What's crazy is Ton is top 10 per market cap, but it's if you look at the if you look at per volume, like for today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's in 12th place as far as ecosystems for volume, right? That's crazy. You would think that top 10, this thing would probably be somewhere at least in the top 5 per volume. So what that pretty much tells me is that not a lot of people are necessarily using Ton yet, utilizing their ecosystem. So again, like I said, could be potentially a good, good little buy-in as far as getting in. Market cap is relatively high. Me personally, like if I'm looking at a project like Ton, right, I might look at maybe there's other potential projects that don't have as high as a market cap, for like Avalanche, something like Avalanche. Polygon used to be like everybody was all bullish on Polygon. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's sleeping on Polygon. But Arbitrum's probably the other one that I would say, if you're looking at Ton, keep an eye on Arbitrum. Even though Arbitrum is a layer 2 for Ethereum, it's got its own ecosystem, its own native token. Market cap is a lot lower than than Ton coin, and you can see the volume is relatively very high, right? So you can see Arbitrum's at 1.6 billion versus Ton's 13, almost 14 billion, right? So Ton, Ton, yeah, is 10 times bigger, if not more, than a project like Arbitrum. But Arbitrum is literally the top, for today, the top 3 per volume, meaning a lot of people are using Arbitrum for their DeFi. So Flip said Solana's ETFs are approved in Brazil. Hell yeah. Amor said I was thinking it was about a year ago when I started buying with everything I have, and now it's summer this year and I'm getting ready to repeat the process. Hell yeah. Pink said the team said times may be tough now, but those who are patient will be blessed. We have lots in store, and soon there will be clarity. There we go. Gina said, thanks, Crip. No worries. I got you. Old said, mad skills with your crypto knowledge, Crip. We all appreciate your streams. Hey, listen. That hits different today, bro. I really do appreciate it. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I don't know. It's just the last few weeks, few months. You guys know I don't get paid much to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about the money. I love to be here and talk about crypto. But at the same time, in the last few months, I don't know if it's because the crypto has been down or whatnot, but my views, my subscribers have stayed the same. I haven't really spiked like I did like 6 months ago. It's been the same, but my views have literally been just dwindling. And I'm like, man, I'm thinking about the other day. I was like, maybe I need to give it a break. Because maybe, streaming every day, people are just getting tired of the stream. So I was like, maybe I'll need to do that. But I appreciate it, bro. As far as the kind words, it keeps me motivated to come out here and be here with you guys, because that's my promise. I put my smile on every day, even though today I got stuff going on with the family, you know what I'm saying? Sad stuff that happened, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still just, putting on a smile and trying to be here, as far as with you guys and stuff like that. So, and I'll continue to do that for sure. So I appreciate the kind words, bro. I really do. I really do, guys. Let's look real quick. I saw that call is back to retracing towards the downside. Let's pull this up real quick. So yesterday's stream, we were talking about call bounced really well, but look where it ran up and hit its head at, the 55. Look at that. And this is retraced a big chunk, almost 12% since yesterday. So definitely waiting. Maybe there's hope out there I can get some cheap call. I am still waiting. But again, looking at the DeFi market for Cronos, see a red again. A freaking see a red. This green right here is XRP, right? You can trade XRP on Cronos as well. So we already know about that. And push the button is up 21%. That's pretty much it. Everything else is literally in the red, and it's in the red. Mary down 17%. It's crazy. Volume's at $4 million for Cronos, so it's been ghost town for Cronos. Let me check out ordinals real quick. What's Ordi doing? Bouncing off this, what is that, the 618? 786. So it looks like she's trying to find some support. This is on the daily though, but she looks like she's trying to find some support. Let's go to the 2 hour. Trying to find that support on the 786, which is around that 24-25 cent mark. So not looking bad. So I already bought a big chunk of ordinals, but I am continuing to add. If we can drop anything at the 786 or below, is what I'll be adding. So that's basically about 24.90 or below. I'm adding to my bag on ordinals. And then ICP, you guys know I'm pretty bullish on ICP as well. Been kind of waiting because it is getting back down to some of these levels. If I could go back, I probably would have eaten up this dip right here at the $6.30, but I'm not even tripping. I am kind of waiting to see if I can snag up some ICP as well. So for my buy, as far as ICP, the reason why I didn't buy it at 6.30 was because technically I was waiting for us to see if we were going to bounce at this spot again at around 578. That's going to be my technical buy zone. But if we do drop back down towards these the lower $6 mark, I probably will start initiating buying in. You guys remember just recently in the last few weeks, I did catch this dip and I did sell towards the top right here. So I am waiting with dry powder to pick back up, but I kind of want to wait, have patience, and grab some ICP at some, pretty good bargain prices. So definitely takes patience. And all this takes patience, right, guys? Even if you catch a dip or whatever the case is, you got to have patience. Patience. But, guys, that's pretty much it, guys. All I want to say for right now, before you guys leave, is make sure you guys hit that like. That's the first thing. But also, what I really want to say before you guys leave is just be cautious, right? I don't think the markets are done, honestly, dipping. It's not giving me any confirmation or confidence that we are going to just, continue to bounce. So we've seen somewhat of a small retracement. We did see a nice move towards the upside from these dramatic drops, but it, wasn't much. It really wasn't much, and we've actually come down another 5% from those highs. So with that being said, just be cautious out there, guys. Plan accordingly. Always have dry powder on the side. Not financial advice for you guys to eat the dip. Be careful with XRP. In my opinion, I think that, in the next day or two, it's going to probably be coming back down towards that 50, sub 60 cent, obviously. Somewhere around that 55, 50 cents where it likes to sit. So be cautious as far as buying it right now on the pump. Jay said, Crip, did you ever look into that ZK? What's up, bro, is I actually did read some stuff about it, dude, the other day, but I didn't bring it up, and we're gonna have to pull up the article that I read up about as far as that, and we can talk about it. If anything, Jay, if you can, you don't even need to remind me, bro. I'll put it on my list for us to talk about as far as on the in the stream. But I read up on it and stuff like that. I just don't really. I'd rather have it right here so we could read it together. So, but we'll check it out. But that's another ecosystem that I do think that's going to do really well. And right now, probably a good fraction of a price of where I think it's going to be is at ZK. So we'll definitely check it out, Jay. Amor said, get that bread ready to deploy, guys. If I'm right, summer's levels will return, and that's the price. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, listen, make sure you guys slap those likes. I do appreciate you guys being here. Have a great night. Keep your heads up. I will be back here tomorrow no matter what, rain or shine, right? Rain or shine, I'll be here. Be safe out there. Do not buy at the top of XRP, all right? Do not do it. And don't come at me if tomorrow XRP is up to like $2 either, all right? All right, guys. Have a great night. Be safe out there. Hit the like if you're new here. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? All right, guys.